This is already off to a great start. It's because Molly Mahoney is here.
Yay!
Oh my gosh, Molly. We're streaming on both sides of the world here on your page, your profile, and on my pages. So we've got a co-stream going on here.
I love it. So we're all literally all over to air my hot mess of my live streaming capabilities to the world.
So this is a totally just chill stream. She asked for help. I was at her house and she was like, my stream deck I need to set up my stream deck, but we didn't have time. And so we decided, why not do this live?
Hooray! And I have used Stream Deck in the past. I've had other friends help me set it up too. And then I just like somehow things get distracted and then I don't use it. And I'm like, I need to know like, what would I actually do with this? Because it's been sitting on my desk for years and I just want to actually use it. And you're the person that I go to when it comes to fancy things. So I'm so grateful to be here with you.
Yay! For those of you watching on my side, Molly is one of my friends and coaches who I go to for the thing that you do best and that you have taught me and had such a big impact on me is just doing it, like, and getting perfection out of the way, which is why you don't use the Stream Deck or use fancy, camera equipment or anything like that. But so
And
what? Go
I
ahead.
pride myself on that imperfection. However, I also know that there are ways that things can be easier and more streamlined. And if I'm going to have this thing sitting on my desk, I might as well use it, is the point.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. So what is a Stream Deck for anybody who's not familiar? It is a device. It looks like this. I don't have my overhead camera. This is a Stream Deck and it's not fully fleshed out because I created a whole new one for this purpose today. It's a physical device with buttons that you can press for changing camera angles, like going from camera A to camera B, throwing overlays up like this. You could do fun little things like this. This is actually done with Ecamm, but the Stream Deck has the button. All I have to do is press a button to make things happen, right? It's not just for live video as well, though. Zoom. I think you should be using it for Zoom because you're on Zoom so much.
So often. So when Luria launched her program on how to make your Zoom-ness fancier, on how to really use that's the technical term. Yeah. When she launched her program on like how to really supercharge your Zoom usage, I bought it right away. I was so excited because I know that there's so much I could be doing. And just with everything, crazy happening in my life, I haven't actually gone through it yet, but I'm very excited about going through it. And this Stream Deck piece of it, I know is something that I could be doing just on a regular basis. So yeah, I'm excited.
I see everybody in here.
I have this big one.
Yes.
And I have the little one.
The
little one is the one that's actually plugged into my desk. And then I do have this one, which I bought because I was like, oh, maybe I'll use it if it's fancier. But turns out you have to actually use things in order for them to work.
Yeah, it turns out. So since the little one is plugged in, we'll use that one. Okay. You do need to be downloading the Stream Deck software from Elgato. I sent you the link. Yes. And so while she downloads that, I see Kenna. Hey Kenna. Oh yeah, you were like, I guess I'm on Luria's side today, but I stole him.
Watch from anywhere.
So we've got everybody in here. Keep it coming. If you have questions, ask away. We are going to make this a fairly short stream. But I'm going to walk Molly through how to do this. And
I'm going to start with a very basic question.
Yes.
So is this little one the Stream Deck Mini?
No, it's just Stream
Deck. What I download.
Just
regular Stream Deck. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And so the XL is what the large one is. And then they have also the Stream Deck. Shoot, what are we calling this one now? There's a whole third one that has like fancy knobs and all kinds of other things. So Stream Deck allows you to have a lot more control over your Zoom calls and your streams, et cetera, et cetera. What I want to do is just like have her download this. And then we are going to start setting it up. Um, we actually, so you, when you start setting it up, it's not going to look as good as this. These are icons that we actually like sell to make it look pretty, but it's not just about pretty. It's actually like what it does is instead of like seeing, small words or anything like that, I know where my buttons are because they're big and bold and beautiful, right? And so it's like really easy to just like hit the right button and go. You
And
downloaded yet?
in the I
Oh,
did, yeah, I got it, and in the past, I thought maybe it would, because I know in the past, I actually had it set up for Jasper at one point, like, I made a bunch
nice.
of cool little icons, I set it up for, like, books I was gonna read, and then I just, like, let it kind of drift off, so I know this is really, like, somewhere in my brain is the capability to do this again, because I know I've done it before.
Yeah, for sure. Button press. Icon's
Yes,
pretty. And so
and I
the
switched computers, and then somehow I didn't put it on my
oh
new
yeah,
computer, so it's, like, on my other
for sure.
computer, but meh, whatever, yeah.
Whatever. So the large one, if you get the Stream Deck bug, you will definitely want the large one.
Okay,
For anybody who's thinking about getting one. All right. So Molly,
yeah.
share your screen for me.
Okay, do you want me to just share the
If you
Stream
go
Deck?
in inside of Ecamm, you can actually share the screen.
But should I share my whole screen or just the Stream Deck?
Oh, you can just share
I
the Stream Deck.
Okay, I
I
have
don't
a
want you to.
giant my screen is like this
Oh
big.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
If I
Just the
share my
Stream
whole
Deck.
screen, it doesn't work, yeah. Great. Hooray.
The Stream Deck Plus. Thank you. That's
Oops,
the
and
other
I just
one. Yes, I got it.
no, wait, I stopped. I shared the, I shared the Elgato website is what I was sharing. Hold
Oh,
on.
there we
We're off
go.
to a great start.
Okay, so that's no, that's mine. Hold on. Assign. Guess two. There we go. We're doing some of this like on the fly here.
Which is really like, I mean, when Luria and I were talking about this, she was just gonna help me on Zoom, and I was like, "Why don't we just go live and show the whole
Yeah.
process?" And Luria has all these cool things that you can buy from her to make it super cool also. So, I thought this would be a great way for us to show you that anyone can do this, because if I can do it, anyone can do it. And then am I downloading these other, the Stream Deck key things that you
This
sent me
isn't
to?
working. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It's not working.
What are you trying to do?
Well, see how it's just like it's
Showing
zoomed
part of my
in,
Yeah.
which would be on me. Hold on. I've got multiple layers going on here.
All right. And let us know, do you have, like, in the chat, let us know, do you have a Stream Deck that you're using? Do you have one that you're not using? Did you not even know this
Yes.
existed? Because it's not just for live streaming. Like, I mean, at one point, like I said, I had like books on there, things to help. I had like things that I wanted to make sure I did first thing in the morning. Like, you can really set anything on it. So, I know, and it works with lots of different tools. So, it's pretty cool. Junaid had set me up with some stuff on Ecamm
Junaid.
also. I know.
Yeah.
So he's probably watching this going, Molly, I already did this with you. And I'm like, well, here I am. This is
So
also why like a coaching program is a good thing, because it makes people stay accountable to what they're supposed to be doing.
for sure, right? Totally. So StreamYard, I see some of you are using StreamYard. You can set hotkeys from StreamYard with Stream Deck. You have both of the streams.
Yes.
But what is not going to happen is you can't do everything you want, like individual like scenes or cameras. So you can do a certain layer of things with StreamYard, just so you know. Okay.
But with Ecamm is where you can really do all the fancy stuff, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
I am your puppet.
Oh shoot, you don't have Ecamm set up. You know what?
Yeah.
For the sake of time, we didn't get a chance to really get her set up properly, actually. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to actually look at my screen, and I'm just gonna show you.
Okay.
And you can kind of follow along.
Okay,
Well,
perfect.
Here. Let's start with Zoom. Let's start with Zoom and not Ecamm.
Okay.
Okay. Great. So go to the search bar
up here
and type Zoom.
Great.
Oh, sorry. Go to the little keyboard action there, to the left. There you go. So what we need to do first is get the the Zoom app inside of the Stream Deck
And so that gave
software.
me a little store to pop up that's like a thing where I can install Zoom in there.
Correct. So go ahead and
Great.
hit
I'm
install for Zoom.
Yep, and then I'm doing the preferences. I'm allowing the preferences for it to have access to that, which will be
So you guys
great.
are hearing a little bit of an echo, and it's because Molly's not wearing headphones. But
Because Molly is a professional live streamer.
sorry about that, but it's not too bad. It's not. Hey Renee, we are streaming on a Monday.
All right.
So as she is downloading and installing, what will happen is Zoom will actually show up in that right there. So now Zoom is showing up, and these are the options that we have. So this is so super simple to set up. All you're gonna do is drag and drop. So mute, video on, off. So as you're in Zoom, these shortcuts will just allow you to like turn your video off and on really super quickly, mute, unmute. That's huge, right? Because how many times, I mean, how many times are we like, you're on mute? I hear you say that all the time.
Or even searching to try and mute everyone. Like, I've got to figure out where that is. Now I can just go in and go bleep and like hit it with one thing. Like I said, I've had it in the past. I just like let it drift away. So thank you.
Yes. And then, so what you can do is, so if you have the Stream Deck icons,
Yeah.
okay, open that and search for, you can choose whichever pretty color you want. Which is this? Oh, no, click on the Stream Deck real quick. Click on mute on the mic.
Like
the first one you dragged in?
Yeah, okay.
There you go. Okay, now go to the Stream Deck icon in your Finder and search for mute, I think it is.
Okay, hold on. I just downloaded them.
I live on mute. Yeah.
Okay, so this is in the original Stream Deck keys is where I would find this?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it is this easy. It is so easy. Now where it comes a little bit more layered is with eCam, and so I'm going to talk you through that here when we're done with this.
Okay, perfect. So here I'm going to go to looking at the green keys, and there should be one that says mute, music,
or mic.
Let me see.
We're not seeing her whole screen, just that's why you guys are seeing.
Yeah. Okay.
Or camera.
You
don't see any?
Camera. I see camera.
Okay, so then in Stream Deck hover over the camera, the second icon up there.
Yeah.
And then I want you to go find that drag and drop. All you have to do is like go to the Finder window, drag and drop over that. There we go.
Oh, look at that. Magic.
Now, a couple of things. See how underneath the green is like two little dots? Yes. That's for the toggle. So when you've toggled off and on. So if you really you want to start with it on the first one, but then you can actually now drag and drop the camera off. There should be a camera off one as well.
Yes, there is.
And so now you can see visually as you're toggling that off and on, hit the button on your Stream Deck. See how it's like flashing there? Up at top. So you'll know if you're an off or on without having to like use the mouse and try and figure it out.
So on here, it doesn't need to show that one on like, hold on a moment. Okay, I gotcha. So it's not ever going to show the on one. Oh, now it shows it. How weird. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it's just gonna show it based on which one
Great.
you have physically toggled.
Top. Okay, cool. Amazing.
And then hover over, see the T where it says, so you could title this if
Oh, yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
don't if you don't have icons or whatever, so you could add a title.
And then
I
it'll
personally don't like having that. I like just the
yeah.
visual. And so then you can either remove it, and then you can also see the T and the drop down arrow.
Yes.
Yeah. And you could, change the font,
Oh, yeah,
change
yeah.
the
Because 'cause I've done
size,
that
and all of
before
that.
also, like,
Okay.
where if I was gonna have, whatever, let's just say I put a custom shortcut here, and then I you can do, like,
A hotkey, yeah.
oh, I like, even just for the title of it, I mean, like,
Oh,
I could
okay, yeah.
change it to whatever I wanted, right? And then it's gonna look I can put it so that words are in the middle, and I wouldn't even need an icon, correct? But that's, like, boring.
Correct. Exactly, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
like, with theirs, you're not gonna be able to get that icon. Well, you might be able to delete the icon, actually, by that.
I don't know. Um,
Anyway.
yeah, cool. Okay, so how can you show how to do hotkeys?
Yeah. So, any hotkey. So if you if you Google Zoom hotkeys, let me just do that real quick while we're here. Zoom hotkeys. You will find a list of all keyboard shortcuts. And so what this allows you to do is, um, let's see. So if there wasn't a predetermined one, let's
Like, is
say,
recording is that what is recording on here? Oh, yeah, that's on there.
um, yeah, that's on there. But what isn't is the raise hand.
Oh, yeah.
So raise hand or lower hand is Option plus Y. So in the hotkey,
Where does that go?
go to the other. There you go. Where were you just? Oh, more info. Is that what you clicked on?
Maybe.
There you go.
Oh, I
See
just
how it
scrolled
says,
down.
oh, okay, shortcut to run? Just
Yeah?
type that in your keyboard, Option plus Option Y. Oh, just hit the buttons. Sorry, don't type
Oh,
it.
oh,
So on
sorry.
your keyboard, hit Option Y.
Okay. Option Y. No? Did that work?
Did you do one at a time or both at the same time?
I did. I held it. Option
Option,
Y.
hold down Y.
Okay, option held down Y. That's what I did, and it gave me
Okay,
that
okay.
weird thing.
So then that should be right. So now when you are in Zoom and you hit that custom shortcut, you're going to be able to raise and lower your hand.
That is cool. Is there a little thing for hand raising?
Yes, there should be. Hand maybe?
Yeah, let's see. QRS.
So hotkeys are something that almost every application does. It allows you to do things that aren't pre-done, right? So like Zoom has, in this particular instance, Zoom has a whole bunch of custom shortcuts. And that is essentially the purpose of that is for people who like to just use their keyboard shortcuts, just hit Command Y, Command this or D or whatever, right? And so a lot of people, like myself included, use that on a regular basis. What Stream Deck is now doing is a layer on top of that saying this button will now act as that Command D or Option Y in this case. You gotta love.
I've decided that when I raise my hand, it's gonna be filled with love. There we go.
This is so we are on a Mac. Yes. Yeah, that was for a Mac specifically. But if you again Google Zoom hotkeys or Zoom shortcuts, you'll find a whole list of all of the different options. Jeffrey, what is the difference between 1 and 2 version? What do you mean? I didn't know what that means. Cougar, how do we set what key is set to what? See what key is set to what? So when she's dragging and dropping those are actually specifically for a particular thing like leave meeting, but it will tell you that if you
And
click on one of them.
in case anybody really doesn't like know what this is, like on my thing now here, my Stream Deck now, all those icons that are on, this is upside down, so I don't unplug it, but
Yeah.
all those icons that are on the screen that we're sharing actually show up here on the Stream Deck. So
Mm-hmm.
it's the same, like I can see there's a hand there, and when I'm on Zoom, it'll raise my hand on Zoom, which is going to be way easier.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
And as we were talking, as we were kind of going back and forth with the, the two toggles, the toggle on and toggle off, the magical Mr. Paul Dixon, who created the icons, was like, hey, you might want to have like a different color for on versus off. That way it
Oh,
visually
cool.
is even easier to just know what's going on without having to think about it. Because when you're live, when you're presenting, you don't really want to think a lot, right? I mean, you have to think about your content, not
Well, and
not
that's
the
like
tech.
that's what becomes tricky, right? Is that there's so many things that we're managing when we're live streaming or
Mhm.
running a coaching call or whatever. And then if it takes time for you to have to stop and search for the thing, you're not able to maintain eye contact. You're not
Yeah,
able to like fully be present with your community because you're running around trying to find all these different things. So
exactly.
I love it so much. Hooray.
So then the next layer is so like Ecamm, OBS, or vMix if you're on a PC. And what I have going on, right, is in Ecamm, I have this is my camera, just me. This is Molly's camera, right? And then we have the two of us side by side, and then I have things like like that, right? So all of those buttons are actually done in Ecamm first. Oops. So I set them up as scenes in Ecamm in the software itself. And then in Stream Deck, what I'm doing is attaching the scene from Ecamm to the Stream Deck button. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and that makes sense. So that's where, and since I'm not, I mean, I have Ecamm. I think it is amazing. I obviously, for some reason, had not installed it on this computer, but it's on my laptop is where I've mainly
Mm-hmm.
used it. So I'm downloading it now. But I guess I didn't. I know that I like Junaid had helped me at one point, and I guess I didn't put together the fact that like those scenes have to be created first. It's not like when you
Yeah,
attach the Stream Deck to it, it just creates those scenes, right? You have to like
exactly.
assign those scenes, which I think I had done in the past, and like I said, I forgot.
You guys should be seeing my computer now, correct, everybody?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what I mean by that is like what I just showed you, mine, hers, right? The two of us. So these are pre-built inside of Ecamm itself, and then in Stream Deck, then I would take the run scene, load that in, and then that's going to be attached to this button, or I could change which scene is connected.
So in the Stream Deck, you're downloading the Ecamm Live plugin.
Correct.
That's what I would do on this
Yeah, you
side.
have to click this little button,
Yep, I got
and
it.
that will open up the store. And then you
Totally.
can just
Yeah.
search for Ecamm. That'll add it in just like it did with um,
Zoom.
Zoom. Thank you. And then for Ecamm, we have like two of my favorite ones are um, hide comment, show hide comments somewhere in here. Oh, hide last comment. So if I throw a comment up on screen, like I am right now, with Ecamm, you could assign an icon to a scene with an animated graphic or just directly to the graphic. Exactly. So then this button right here will I'm just going to press this button right here and the comment goes away.
Which is awesome.
I know.
And then you also have it like right at your fingertips where you're not searching for things on the screen.
Yeah.
Because now I mean, the big
I'm
thing for me, I
convincing you,
think,
aren't I?
you are. No, which I knew. It's just like that, when those things that like, you should be making offers.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
But then you
Molly.
just
Yeah,
need
yeah.
somebody to be like, here it is, and I have it like in my Go box. I've got it in there too. I don't, because it's like, I think this is such a great metaphor for everything in life because it's so easy to just do it the way that I've done it before. I just
Mhm.
keep doing it that way. And this feels like I need, or in the past, it has felt like I've needed to learn like new choreography and take 3 seconds to set it up and plug it in. But now I see the thing on my phone, and even with the Ecamm, I mean, not phone, on my Stream Deck right there, it's like even just having the Ecamm one right there, now I'm probably going to be more inspired to take my star tasks and make. So for those of you that are in
Okay, yeah.
Luria's world and don't know how cuckoo I am, we have this system that we use called star tasks that really helps to unlock the algorithm and helps you to make more sales. I could make a whole little, what do they call it? A menu, a deck? What do they call it? Like the
For the Stream Deck?
for the Stream Deck, yeah, like if I have the Ecamm Live thing, what's that
Yeah.
called? A menu?
The plugin.
Okay, yeah. So I
Or
could I potentially make one because I know I've downloaded them like a friend of mine had made one for Jasper and I downloaded the Jasper it was hotkeys basically. So like the
oh.
Command J and all that. It was a whole um plugin. It was a whole menu for Jasper. Can you create your own and then share them with people as well?
Yes, yeah, so what
Oh
you
yeah,
would wanna do is a profile, like, so this whole thing is called a profile. Is that what
profile.
you
That's the
mean?
word I was looking for. Okay, yep,
Yeah.
exactly. So I can make a star task profile
Yes.
that brings up like Facebook memories, that brings up whatever, because you can have links in there too. So
Oh
like,
my gosh, yes.
wouldn't that be
That
amazing? So
that
you know,
might
we
actually get me to do the star tasks, Molly.
because we
If
have
it's
bookmarks for it, but if it was right there as a Stream Deck profile, then people could just click. Like that would be a really awesome like
oh
gift
my
for Glam
god.
members to like
Yes.
send a Stream Deck, like for people who don't actually have it. Right? We could like send them a Stream Deck and then it could be like all you have to do for your star tasks
Mhm.
is just click this button.
Yes, so my fellow glam members, Stephanie, is in the chat saying, "Yes, please," to the star task. So now you've committed yourself.
I love it. Amazing.
Um, are there different star task levels like red giants, white dwarfs, and neutron level? Paul wants to know.
I mean, there are, because I have like the basic one that I put into the calendar, but even there, I think people can like scroll past it. But if we made it that it was like when you're getting started, start with this version, then you could have another profile that was like the super speed star task.
All right, I'll help you create it.
Okay, I can't wait.
So
This
I
has
know
been
that
really
this was
helpful.
a super fast tutorial. We can go days on end talking about this stuff, or at least I can. If you guys are interested in having me do like a full tutorial, I do have some on my website, but or on the YouTube channel, but I'm happy to do another one soon. If you guys want that, tell me yes in the comments or no.
And where do people go to buy your icons and all that kind of stuff
Oh,
too? Because that's like super. So
I've
like the
I've got
emojis
a
and
button
stuff
for
that she
that.
does.
Hey.
Look at that. And then this is just a scene that you have saved inside Ecamm, so you can
Exactly.
easily do a little promotion.
Yeah, exactly. So just livestreampros.com/store if you want those graphics. And
You guys, Laura's so fancy.
it's the magical Mr. Paul Dixon. He's the fancy one. So you preparedperformer.com, but are you running
Yeah, or you can actually,
social
so the Prepared Performer, just to be honest, right now we've changed the website, so all it has is an application to work with us.
Whoops.
If you want more information about other things, you can go to mollymahoney.com, and
Oh,
that has a
sorry.
few other things. No, no, no,
I'll
no. The
change
Prepared
that.
Performer is my actual business website, but I've hijacked it just to get you to apply for our mastermind. We're going to be changing that soon, though, because we're doing so much about AI. We're releasing a brand new
Yes.
AI authority newsletter and content creation, all kinds of stuff like that, helping you to make sales. So, yeah, it's cool.
You guys, I have to say, Molly has taught me, like, usually I'm on the forefront of these things, but I'm definitely not in AI. And like, I just sat through some of Molly's AI training and holy moly, like making everything easier. And I haven't told anybody this, but I'm going to be doing like all my content for like the next month with AI.
I'm so excited about it. And imagine when we combine AI with Stream Deck stuff, that's going to be like really amazing.
All right.
I love it.
You have a meeting to go to, so I need
I
to let you
do.
go.
I'm
Thank you.
so grateful for you. Thank
Yes.
you.
Oh, love you. Okay.
I love you. Okay. Thank you
All
guys
right.
for letting me air my insecurities and my inability to set up things that are really easy because it's so easy.
It is so easy.
Oh my gosh.
And you guys will have more content around this. We're gonna dance this baby out really quick. Molly, you can go if you want.
Okay.
And thank you all so much for joining for this awesome, fun stream. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Wait, I don't have anything set up.
Okay. And bow chicka bow wow. I don't know what your music is. There we go.
Honey, I got what you want. Give me all of your love.